Hello and welcome to Kids on Science. This is a biology revision for the topic of infection and response, and it's a test yourself multiple choice questions. Let's dive straight in. Question 1. Which disease is caused by a fungus? Gonorrhea, malaria, measles, or rose black spot? Yep, it's rose black spot. 2. Which of the following diseases are communicable, can be passed on by a pathogen? Gonorrhea, cancer, heart disease, diabetes. Gonorrhea is communicable. Question 3. Which of the following diseases are communicable? Cancer, HIV, heart disease, diabetes. HIV. Question 4. Which disease is caused by a bacteria? Gonorrhea, malaria, measles, or rose black spot? Gonorrhea. Question 5. Which disease is caused by a protist? Gonorrhea, malaria, measles, or rose black spot? Malaria. Question 6. Which disease is caused by a virus? Gonorrhea, malaria, measles, rose black spot. Measles. Question 7. How is HIV spread from one person to another person? Coughing, sexual intercourse, touching door handles, infected food. Sexual intercourse. Question 8. How is the measles virus spread from one person to another person? Coughing, sexual intercourse, touching door handles, infected food. Coughing. Question 9. How is salmonella spread from one person to another person? Coughing, sexual intercourse, touching door handles, infected food. Infected food. Question 10. Why is salmonella spread easier in summer? People outdoors more, barbecue so uncooked food, using hose pipes more, or drinking more water? Barbecues due to uncooked food. Question 11. When scientists produce a vaccine for a disease, the vaccine is tested on live animals. What is the next stage in testing the vaccine? Testing on cells in a laboratory, testing on healthy volunteers, testing on the whole population, or testing on unhealthy volunteers? After live animals, it's healthy volunteers. When scientists produce a vaccine for a disease, the vaccine is tested on cells in a lab. What is the next stage in testing the vaccine? Testing on live animals, testing on healthy volunteers, testing on the whole human population, testing on unhealthy volunteers. After cells, the test on live animals. Question 13. When scientists produce a vaccine for a disease, the vaccine is tested on healthy volunteers. What is the next stage in testing the vaccine? Is it testing on cells in a lab, testing on live animals, Testing on the whole human population or testing on unhealthy volunteers? After they've tested on healthy volunteers, they test on unhealthy volunteers. Question 14. The vaccine for HIV is important because it's difficult to develop safe drugs to destroy viruses. Why is it difficult to develop safe drugs to destroy viruses? Is it because drugs that destroy viruses also damage body tissue? There are too many viruses for the drugs to destroy, or viruses are too big for the drugs to destroy? It's drugs that destroy viruses also damage body tissue, and this is because the viruses are inside the body cells. Question 15. Some drugs originated from plants. What plant did aspirin originate from? Is it foxglove, rose, tobacco, or willow? Aspirin originated from willow. Question 16. Some drugs originated from plants. What plant did digitalis originate from? Foxglove, rose, tobacco, or willow? It's foxglove. Question 17. Which disease can be treated with antibiotics? Gonorrhea, malaria, measles, or rose black spot? It's gonorrhea, because gonorrhea is bacteria and antibiotics only kill bacteria. Question 18. What is the name given to microorganisms that cause disease? Is it pathogens, predators, prokaryotes, or proteins? It's pathogens. Question 19. How do viruses cause the symptoms of disease? Do they engulf white blood cells? Do viruses produce antibodies? Do viruses reproduce inside cells, damaging the cells? Viruses reproduce inside cells, damaging them. Question 20. What does a vaccine contain? A toxic form of a virus, a weakened form of a virus, an active form of a virus? It's a weakened form of a virus. Question 21. If microorganisms enter the human body, the immune system can destroy the microorganisms. How does the immune system destroy microorganisms? And we need to select two. The platelets kill the microorganisms, the red blood cells stick to the microorganisms, white blood cells engulf the microorganisms, or white blood cells produce antibodies. White blood cells engulf microorganisms and white blood cells produce antibodies. Tobacco mosaic virus (TMV) causes disease in plants. Tobacco mosaic virus affects the rate of photosynthesis in plants. Which part of a plant shows discolorization caused by TMV? Is it the flower, leaf, root, or stem? It's the leaf. Question 23. Which two defence systems prevent microorganisms infecting the human body? Is it air is warmed up and it's breathed into the lungs? Hairs on the skin trap microorganisms? Hydrochloric acid is produced by the stomach? Teeth in the mouth crush and kill microorganisms? The skin is a barrier covering the whole body? We need 2 marks. We've got to tick 2 boxes. Hydrochloric acid is produced by the stomach, which kills the bacteria in food, and the skin is a barrier covering the whole body that bacteria cannot penetrate. Question 24. If microorganisms enter the human body, the immune system can destroy the microorganisms. How does the immune system destroy microorganisms? Do platelets kill the microorganisms? Do red blood cells stick to the microorganisms? Or do white blood cells engulf the microorganisms? White blood cells engulf the microorganisms. Question 25. A plant may produce poisons that make animals unwell. What is the type of defence mechanism? Is it chemical, mechanical, or physical? Poisons are a chemical defence mechanism in plants. Question 26. A plant may have thorns to protect it from animals eating the plant. What is this type of defence mechanism? Chemical, mechanical, or physical? It's mechanical. Question 27. What type of cell is shown in the photo? Is it animal, bacterium, or plant? It's bacterium. 28. What type of cell is shown in the diagram? Is it an animal, a bacterium, or a plant? It's a plant cell. Question 29. Doctors want to trial a drug to see if it can treat diarrhea. Which two factors must the doctors test for the drug in the trial? Is it appearance, dosage, solubility, taste, or toxicity? We've got to tick 2 boxes. Doctors would need to test the dosage and the toxicity of any drug before it's used to treat any diseases. Question 30. In a drug trial, some patients will take tablets containing the drug and some patients will take the tablets made from sugar. What are the tablets made from sugar called? Are they called antibiotics, antibodies, painkillers, or placebos? Placebos. Question 31. Tobacco plants may become infected with a pathogen called TMV. What type of pathogen is TMV? Is it a bacterium, a fungus, a protist, or a virus? It's a virus. Question 32. For many years, drugs have been extracted from plants. Which plant material was chewed as a painkiller? Blackcurrant berries, foxglove leaves, rose petals, or willow bark? Willow bark was used as a painkiller. Question 33. Malaria is a disease caused by a protist. How is the malaria pathogen transferred to humans? Is it sexual contact, food, mosquito, or sneezing? Malaria is passed on by mosquitoes. Question 34. HIV is a disease caused by a virus. How is the HIV pathogen transferred to humans? Is it sexual contact, food, mosquitoes, or sneezing? HIV is passed on by sexual contact. Question 35. How is the malaria pathogen prevented from being transferred to humans? Avoid sexual contact, cook food thoroughly, drain water from swamps, use a tissue when sneezing. Malaria is stopped from spreading by draining water from swamps. This stops the mosquitoes breeding, therefore reduces the number of number of mosquitoes biting people. Question 36. How is the HIV pathogen prevented from being transferred to humans? Avoid sexual contact, cook food thoroughly, drain water from swamps, use a tissue when sneezing. HIV is prevented from being passed on by avoiding sexual contact. Question 37. Bacteria can cause a variety of diseases in humans. What are two similarities between a bacteria cell and an animal cell? We've got to choose two. So they both have a cell membrane, they both have a cell wall, they both have a nucleus, they both have cytoplasm, or they both have plasmids. Bacteria cells and animal cells both have a cell membrane and they both have cytoplasm. Remember, bacteria cells don't have a nucleus and animal cells don't have cell walls or plasmids. Question 38. Salmonella food poisoning is caused by bacteria in food. Give two symptoms of salmonella food poisoning. So we need to choose two. Sickness, rash, fever, coughing, or a yellow discharge. Salmonella food poisoning causes sickness and fever. Question 39. How is the malaria pathogen prevented from being transferred to humans? Avoid sexual contact, cook food thoroughly, mosquito nets, or use a tissue when sneezing. To stop malaria spreading, we can use mosquito nets because that's going to stop the mosquitoes from biting humans and passing on the malaria pathogen. Question 40. What do bacteria produce that can damage tissues and cause illness? Antibodies, toxins, enzymes, or hormones? When bacteria get in the body, they reproduce rapidly and they produce toxins, and it's toxins that damage the tissues. Question 41. How do you treat a plant infected with rose black spot? 2 marks. So do we remove and destroy the leaves? Do we use antibiotics? Do we use fungicides? Do we use insecticides? Or do we use antitoxins? To treat plants, we remove and destroy the leaves, and then we use fungicides. Question 42. Which of the following is not a method by which white blood cells defend the body? Production of antibodies, production of antitoxins, production of antibiotics, engulfing pathogens. White blood cells don't produce antibiotics. Question 43. Which drug is used to treat heart disease? Penicillin, digitalis, paracetamol, ibuprofen. Digitalis, which we get from foxgloves, is used to treat heart disease. Question 44. Which drug is used to treat pain? Penicillin, digitalis, paracetamol, hay fever tablets. Paracetamol is a painkiller. Question 45. Which drug is made from willow bark? Penicillin, digitalis, paracetamol, hay fever tablets. Willow bark is used to make paracetamol. Question 46. How does the stomach defend against pathogens? Acid kills bacteria in food, mucus traps bacteria, releases oils which kills bacteria, it forms a protective barrier. Stomach contains acid which kills bacteria in food. Question 47. How does the nose trachea defend against pathogens? Acid kills bacteria in food. Mucus traps bacteria. Release oils which kill bacteria. It forms a protective barrier. The nose and trachea has got mucus, which is sticky and therefore traps bacteria. Question 48. A drug's effectiveness at treating an illness is known as toxicity, morbidity, dose, efficacy. Effectiveness of a drug is known as efficacy. Leave a like, comment and subscribe if you found this helpful. Until next time, have a great day.